pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. Then every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, if this thing's within one score, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
They'll throw out of the gun. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. Back to the air one more time. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up. He'll drop to throw. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
The Rams punting unit coming out as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll turn and hand this one off. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Crazy. Now this time they'll look to throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?
The Cardinals lining up for punt. Oh, a miss hit there off the side of his foot. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Rams offense about ready to get going on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This will be from 47 yards. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Rams will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cards offense ready to get back at it. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Now a run. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's going to be taken down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. the easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 3. Big play coming up, third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will take a 6-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They'll run on 2nd down. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Rams. That his first touchdown this year. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 6. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Sending a receiver right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Cardinals offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. That pickup good for 29 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals are able to get it back within a score. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we're at halftime, and it's the visitors, the Rams, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando, going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. 31-14, the final. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick hitting slant there. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now, faking the give. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off, and he picks up a big gain and converts the first down.
1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And now the punting unit will come on, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Throwing now on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Rams will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. This drive will start on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. And out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
On the ground, this is 4. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. On the ground they go. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
That'll be intercepted. And the Rams will have great field position right around midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, He might be running out of time.
Here's a toss, right side. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Rams add on to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Third and long. He's going to take a shot down the field. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete. But it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Isn't it just so nice when you have a guy like this, when you're deep in the red zone and you need to finish with 6? Not only does the defense have to account for him on the ground in a more traditional fashion, but when you have this many ways to get him involved in the passing game, it is just so hard to stop.
The extra point is up and through. And the Cardinals are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. He's to midfield.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Rams offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Cards offense ready to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.